Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back once again with more tips for Filipino virtual assistants on how to land American clients. So yesterday, or the previous video if you watched it, we talked about the things that happens before the interview really gets started. The things you need to do pre-interview and as the Zoom call is just kicking off. Today we'll focus on what happens once the camera rolls, once you are actually in that interview. But real quick, let's recap. I talked about how to be on time. It's super important and super easy. Be on time. Show them respect, that you respect the fact that they're so busy, they're taking time out of their schedule to hire you because they need you to grow your business. But they don't need just you. They need somebody who's serious. So if you're not on time, okay, there's probably 10 other candidates who were. When I post something on Online Jobs PH, anything, any kind of job, I always get at least 100 applicants. There's a lot of people out there you're competing with for every single job. So be on time. Know the client. Spend a minute or two studying the client. Make sure you understand them. Look at their social media, look at their website. Give them a compliment on something that they're doing that you like. You're going to want to like to work for this person. If you can't find anything good on their social media or website that inspires you, then you're probably not going to last very long. Think about that. You want to make sure you have a good background that's not cluttered. You want to make sure that you're dressed well. You want to make sure that you are looking into the camera, and you want to make sure that you're showing interest, not desperation. That your entire interview is calm, cool, and collected. Remember, when you lose your cool, when you're not quite calm, when you're not feeling collected, grab the water. A pause to drink a glass of water will stop you when you're getting scared. Will stop you when you're saying too much. Will stop you when you lose your point. And reset the conversation. Keep a glass of water ready in a hand. Now, today, let's talk about some more cool things, right? So here's some more tips on what you can do to nail that interview. As a Filipino virtual assistant, you want to make sure you're speaking into the camera. That's super important, right? You want to make sure that you are making eye contact with the client. I mentioned this before, and I'm going to emphasize it again, because people that are doing this the entire interview, I'm not going to hire them. Why don't I hire somebody's side of their face? I want someone who can look me in the eye while we're having a conversation. Use the camera. Don't be distracted doing something else. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't make me think you're engaged. I'm not taking you seriously because obviously, why am I going to trust you in my business and pay you my hard-earned money to do something where I don't particularly trust you or like you because you can't look me in the eye, right? Think first, speak second. Pause. Use the water. Take a moment, right? Think about your responses sometimes. It's cool to say, let me think about that. That's a good question. Let me give it some thought. When you do that, they're going to know that you listen to them and that you're engaged and that you're going to actually think through your answer. That's important. I've even had people give me scripted responses, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you're new at this, if you're a newbie VA, or if you're really nervous, you can script out a few things. Now, don't read the script verbatim. Don't look at the paper, and not look at the camera. But you can have it on the screen next to you. You can have a piece of paper next to your phone. Whatever you're using, you can have that, some bullet points, some things to make sure you want to cover. But think first. Speak slowly, right? Take your time. Don't rush. My interviews usually last about 10 minutes. They go longer when the VA is serious, when the VA is thinking through their answers, is having a conversation, can explain who they are. These are big deals. And most importantly of all these big deals, you want to make sure you address the client's pain. They're hiring you to do something that either they can't do themselves because they don't know how to do, or they're too busy to do it consistently. They're outsourcing that part of their business to you because it's painful for them to do it on their own. So address that. I see a lot of people that have these introductions to themselves on their cover letter or on Online Jobs Portfolio PH where they list out, hey, I'm a rock star VA. I know I'm the right fit for the job. All that stuff is great in words, but how do you actually make somebody feel it? This is your chance. If you really are a rock star video editor, if you really are an amazing real estate VA who's going to help a real estate agent double their business, if you really are the solution to their problems, it should come across in the interview. Make sure that you have those bullet points ready. Have the job posting in front of you so you can look at the job posting bullet points and make sure you hit those. If you can't relay to the client the empathy that you feel their pain, then why are they going to hire you? They can hire anybody. There are literally 1 million Filipino BPO workers, call center workers, who are right now not wanting to go back to the office. There are a lot of people that had to stay in the office during the pandemic and hate it. They all want to work from home. There are more and more Filipino virtual assistants every day. The competition's getting deeper and more serious, so make sure that when you are the one on the camera with that client, you speak to their pain and you will stand out. You will not be one of 1,000. You will be the one they want. This is why you want to know why you. This is where you got to talk about who you are and what you do. You got to bring some passion. Why are you a video editor? Oh, I did some projects in college and I worked on a friend's, videos for their YouTube channel. That's interesting, but it's not going to get the client going like, What they want to know is like, well, I taught myself how to use Filmora. I started doing some videos as a sideline, and now I'm ready to do it on a regular basis. I love working with people like you, a business coach who's speaking into the camera. I can help you manage your YouTube channel. I can even cut your video into TikTok shorts or YouTube shorts, or I can do reels. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear solutions to their problem that only you can offer. There you go, right? Why you? Why you out of the thousands of other people that could do this job? Why you? All right, almost done. One of the last things you want to do is finish with gratitude. When the interview is about to end, when the client says, okay, well, that's pretty much everything. Do you have any more questions? You want to make sure you really sincerely say something like, I really want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate the opportunity. You want to use keywords that show that you have appreciation, that you have gratitude to them for taking time out of their busy schedules to interview you. Now, it goes both ways. They are going to have gratitude for you if you're serious. If you're the candidate they're looking for, if you have the presentation skills and you came to the interview seriously and you have the solution to their problem, then they're going to be appreciative of your time too. So it's got to go both ways, right? Show gratitude at the interview. And the very last thing, this is the last tip I'm going to share with you. The money is in the follow-up. As soon as you finish that interview, send a reply through online jobs or through Indeed or through email. Tell them, thanks for your time. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I hope I make it. Can't wait to hear from you. Because nobody does that. Why do I get 100 applicants for a job and I interview 25 of them? And of the 25 I interview, 4 or 5 are good fits. And of those 4 or 5 good fits, maybe one is following up, is saying thank you via another message like online, email, through Facebook, something. That one person is going to get the job because they did something nobody else did. Why? It's so simple. Sending the follow-up takes seconds. You got to slow your life down just enough to really try for this job if you really want it. Being a great virtual assistant starts before you get the job. And you set the stage. The first step you take is really in that interview process. And if you do it right, you're going to have a client you're going to work with for a long time. You're going to have a good relationship. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to have a stable life. If you just want things to come and go, then you just come and go. Keep that in mind. So make an impression that sticks. This is how you do it. I shared with you 12 tips on how to make that impression stick. Right? So whichever tip you think is most important to you, feel free to drop a comment about it below in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. I drop videos all the time for Filipino virtual assistants. I also have a training program that we do. You can find out more by looking for Sonic VA, Sonic Virtual Assistant on Facebook or sonicva.com. Thank you for your time. Now get out there and nail that interview by being you. Have a great day.